Hey VC, I'm back with another video. This is a big Florida edition of Rawk Haul. My family and I just got back from Florida yesterday. We went over spring break, had a fun time. My aunt actually lives in Cocoa Beach, so that's where we were. And also went to Madeira Beach to visit my mother's aunt. So that was cool. Did some record shopping in both places. Found a bunch of cool stuff. Spent a bunch of money, but I found a ton of cool stuff, which you'll see in the near future. This is going to be part one of the Rawk Haul, the Florida Rawk Haul. Part two will be all the stuff from a record store, but I wanted to do this stuff separate instead of making one big video because this first stack I actually found at a garage sale that I found on Craigslist in Cocoa Beach. Yeah, go to Florida and go to garage sales. But anyway, I'm very glad I did. The guy posted that he had records. They were $1 a piece, so it was a great deal. Found a bunch of stuff that I had actually looked at the day before in record stores but passed on because it was a little too expensive. So I got a bunch of records for a cheap price. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get right into it. These first couple didn't have covers, but the records themselves are near mint. They look hardly unplayed. This first one is Procol Harum, Home. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but I mean, these things are dead near mint, so that was cool. And then also found Derek and the Dominoes, Layla, and other assorted love songs. This one's also near mint, so even though they didn't have covers, for $1 I couldn't pass on the records. And then on to some other ones. This next one is Love It to Death, Alice Cooper. I already have a copy of this. It's in great shape. This one's pretty beat up. I mean, the cover is split apart and the record's not anything decent, but figured for $1 I wouldn't pass on it. And there was something cool inside. It was this, and somebody actually tried to draw the Alice Cooper band, I guess, while they were listening to the album. So to me, that was worth $1 just for that. So I'm just going to keep that with the album. And this next album's the same way. It's an album I've been looking for a while, and it's in pretty rough condition, but for $1. King Crimson and the Court of the Crimson King. When I mean rough condition, this is what I mean. Somebody cut out the inside cover, so that's a real bummer. But the record itself, actually, other than a few light scratches, it plays all the way through beautifully, sounds great. So definitely happy to add that to the collection. Then on to some better stuff. This first one, my Jerry Reed, Georgia Sunshine. I actually didn't have any of his music in my collection, so to find that for $1, that was a great deal. And this thing's near mint, cover itself and the record. And then I found REO Speedwagon, 9 Lives. I've never heard this album, but just picked it up because it was $1. And I do kind of like REO Speedwagon. Don't like all of their stuff, but they do have some decent music with the original inner sleeve there. And then got a copy of the Eagles On the Border. Cover is pretty rough, but it still is in the shrink and does have the original hype sticker. So figured for $1, couldn't pass on that. And the record itself looks great, plays great. Then I got a copy of Night Ranger, Midnight Madness. I'm pretty sure I already have a copy of this in my collection, but couldn't pass up on it for $1 because I do like Night Ranger. Then I found a copy of Blood Rock 2. This is actually an upgrade. I already had a copy of this in my collection, but the cover was water damaged and the record was pretty scratched up. This record's not near mint, but it does play all the way through without skipping, so it is an upgrade. Then I found 38 Special, Wide-Eyed Southern Boys, or Wild-Eyed Southern Boys. An album I didn't have in my 38 Special collection, so that was cool. Then I found a beat-up copy of Genesis Foxtrot. I normally would have left this behind, but the reason, because of the cover, but the reason I bought this is it actually is a UK, or a German press of the album, so that was worth $1 in my opinion. I've never really listened to a whole lot of Genesis stuff, but they are talked about really highly in the VC, so figured give that a shot. And then found an album, like I said, that I'd been looking for at other record stores, but they wanted like $6 for this album. Found this one for $1. It's Robin Trower's Bridge of Sighs. This one's really rough, got some water damage, the cover is pretty beat, and the record itself is kind of scratched up, but it plays all the way through, and I just wanted this for the song Bridge of Sighs, which is my favorite Robin Trower song, so couldn't pass up on that. Then I found an album I've been looking for a while as well, Asia Astra. This is their 3rd album. I had never listened to this, but I'm trying to get all of the Asia albums in my collection. Did manage to listen to this when I got home yesterday, and it's a fantastic album. And then I found Mountain Climbing. This is the album that has Mississippi Queen, Theme from Imaginary Western, Free Asker's Farm, Boys in the Band, all those good songs. This one's pretty beat up, but like I said for the others, it was $1. Couldn't pass up on that. Then I found a copy of Leslie West Mountain, the first Mountain album, I believe. The cover's not great. It's a little beat up, got some ring wear, but the record itself is actually near mint. It looks unplayed, so definitely happy to add that to the collection. Sounds beautiful. Then this is actually an album I've been looking for a while because my other copy is beat up, really scratched up. It did play, but the cover's real beat up, and I just wanted an upgrade and couldn't believe I found this for $1. I'm actually playing it in the background of my old copy, but here's the new one. Wanted the Outlaws, Waylon Willie, Jesse Coulter, and Tom Paul Glazer. If you've never heard this album, even if you're not a country fan, definitely check it out. It's a fantastic album, and this copy is dead mint, so I mean, the cover's got a little damage, but the record itself is great. So definitely happy about that one. And then the last one, this was a cool little find, Nazareth Greatest Hits. And this is actually a UK press on the NIMS label. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it was funny, it actually had a Ted Nugent inner sleeve inside the album, so thought that was pretty funny. But Ted Nugent album wasn't there, which was a bummer. But anyway, that's what that looks like. So yeah, be on the lookout in the next couple days for the part 2 of my Florida rock haul, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.